What's on? Welcome to this very cultured stream. I decided to do something a little bit more different. It's a smash or pass tier list, kind of tier list, with characters from my favorite hit video game. I don't believe I need to mention the name, Dead by Daylight. Here we are. I also have my trusted Dr. Pepper with me, so let me do the, the ASMR, what I always love to do. Oh, the first one and the second one. Oh yeah. I know they're ordered killers first and survivors second. I think my takes on the killers are a bit more interesting, so I'll save them for last. We'll start with the survivors first. Dwight Fairfield. I don't know the names of all the characters, so I might just call them by what I mean the full names is what I mean. I do know their first names and whatnot. Okay, Dwight Fairfield though. He's a leader. He knows how to handle things, how to handle situations. He definitely seems like the kind of guy who would be very shy, which is kind of kinky, NGL. Dwight would be the bare bone, the bottom of what I'd argue would be a smash, yeah. I'll give him a smash. Coming up next, Meg Thomas. Apparently her name is not Megan, as I once believed. This is pure bias. I love Meg as a character. Her overall design and everything about her is very appealing to me, so obviously it's the easiest smash I could ever give. But to give a bit more rationale, as I said, she is athletic, she is looking for that adrenaline, so maybe she's into crazy stuff, who knows. So yeah, I think Meg would also be an easy pick for anyone. I know there are people who hate her, but I think Meg is a definite smash. Claudette! Now Claudette is very knowledgeable with herbs and whatnot, so maybe she can bring something to the experience through some maybe narcotic. Should I say that? Or maybe I should not say that. Arguably, I was gonna follow it up. Claudette, although she probably is skilled with her hands, I don't like her design at all. And just based on how people play her, that she's the immersed, so it literally gives you that. She gives you that immersed vibe. She's shy, kind of doesn't say much. She's kind of the weird nerd, as you said, Bogan. I do think, unfortunately, Claudette, you will be the first pass of the day. Yeah, fuck. Oh shit, I've been found out. Jake Park is... he kind of seems like a Chad. He kind of seems like a fuckboy. And if there's one thing I don't like, is fuckboys. So based on his probably he'd also just suck at bed. NGL, based on his skills as a saboteur, which have been nerfed to the ground, I'd say he does not handle himself properly. So Jake, Sonny boy, you are also a pass. Going on next, the non-killer killer, Nia Carlson. Well, there's a lot of people who are huge Nia fans. I personally, I kind of like the vibe of the cool punk skater girl. But Nia though does not strike my fancy. She is unique in her own way, as character design and whatnot. She'd probably be very kinky in bed. NGL, I have to put that out there, but I think I wouldn't work out for me. So this is also a pass, sadly enough. Some of the first couple characters are pretty set in stone for me ever since I started playing DBD. So I do have preferences, but maybe some of the newer ones there's still some less bias. Oh, now going on next with Laurie Strode from Halloween. Laurie is a blonde, and just putting it out there, I love blondes. Laurie is... she's a Chad, dude. If you watched Halloween, I mean, arguably at first she's scared of Myers, but she actually like faces him during some points. Like she's a strong, independent woman, and I love that for myself. You know, she'd be taking the lead as well. I could just lay back and let her do all the work. So you know, that's just kind of good, kind of bussin'. All in all, cool design. She looks cute. I also probably should be talking about age, because Bill is coming up. All of the characters thus far have been of appropriate age, not too old. I hope they're all fictional characters, so even if they're too young, I'm legally safe. Laurie Strode, smash, hella smash. Yeah, she's actually, I would say she's one of my favorites. Ace Visconti though. Now this is the easiest smash I'll ever give. I don't believe I need to give any explanations as to why Ace is absolutely a smash. First of all, he's literally a Chad. I genuinely think he's like the coolest dude. You know, he's like always such a cool guy. Like even just like chilling with him would be amazing. Like smoking a cigarette or like having a drink beforehand or after. So definitely 100% a smash on my boy Ace. Now Billy Boy, I forgot all of his other names. He's from Left 4 Dead. He's a war veteran, I think. I don't know if he's done any war crimes, but he definitely has been part of some rough stuff throughout his life. So you know he can probably handle a rough time, but arguably, even though he is experienced, he's a bit old for my taste. I'd take a sugar mommy, but a sugar daddy, I don't know. You know, there is a bit of bias, I'm not gonna lie. So unfortunately for Billy Boy, that's a pass. Now, Fang, another case of racial profiling. But this time on the opposite end compared to Claudette. Fang, I'm a huge fan of Fang in general, as just her character design. Also, she's Asian, and I do like Asian culture a lot.
I will kill you for the honor of the Nippon.
I am very much appealed by Asian aesthetics. So yeah, also short hair. I don't think we've had Laurie's, I guess, and never mind, literally everyone has had short hair so far, except for Meg. That doesn't hold up. But yeah, all in all, definite smash. And also she's a technician, she's a gamer, that's what she does, she's a gamer. You definitely want a gamer GF, so even more points in her favor. David King. He's actually canonically gay, or at least that's what Behavior said in a random tweet that nobody asked for. I don't like him. Just design, I think even as a like personality wise, he'd just be like again like a punk vibe, but he's the kind of punk that would actually like beat you up. I mean, if you are into like the rough and tumble stuff, sure, but not really my vibe. So David King, pass. Now this guy, Quentin Tarantino, Quentin Smith. That's the name. I've not watched Nightmare on Elm Street. I have no idea what he's capable of. He sleeps a lot, so that's nice. That's arguably nice. But I don't really like him either as an overall character. He's just not really appealing. He literally looks like the kind of guy that you'd have in your high school class and you'd literally forget after you graduate, like 3 months later. So not really putting himself out there enough, not really showcasing anything special. So this is a pass for Quentin. This is Detective Tap. He is a detective, so also means he's got some physical bulk, which is always appealing, obviously. And all in all, yeah, I think... How do I say this to not be taken out of context? It never hurts to have some BBC in your life. The British broadcasting service. Yeah, I'd smash, sure. Going on with my second, I believe, favorite pick of all time, at least Survivor-wise, Kate Denson. I don't even need to give any reasoning. She plays an instrument, so she's kinda based, kinda cool. She's blonde, again, as I established, I love blondes. She dresses nicely, she's up there with the fashion standards of today. Slim build, all in all, very cute. So yeah, definite smash for Kate Denson. Now, Adam Francis, on the contrary from Detective Tab, Adam Francis is... He can deliver. He literally, one of his perks is deliverance. He gets the job done, but I just don't... he also feels like a generic, bland guy. And there's nothing you hate more than someone who's like, kind of meh, like, there's no real reason. Like, yeah, sure, he's probably packing as well. You never know. There's no actual information about that. Please, behavior. If you would so kindly tweet out Adam Francis' size, I'd be grateful. All in all, Adam Francis, I think that's gonna be a pass, unfortunately enough. Jeff Johansson, oh boy. He kinda looks like a hobo, so that's already a bad start. I feel like he's also kind of like the rough type. I don't know. He literally looks like Florida Man. Would you do it with Florida Man? Maybe if you're very, like, extremely drunk. Would you regret it afterwards? Definitely. You'd probably also end up in the news for being murdered or fetishized by Florida Man. So I think, Jeff, that's gonna be a pass. Going on next with Your Name is Jane Romero. Oh boy, now we're getting into dangerous levels of take. Jane, she definitely would... I don't know why, I feel like she would literally give the best head. And also I do have to say I'm biased, because she looks exactly like a very hot teacher I used to have. All in all, she's also busty, I forgot to mention. Way too many good points for Jane, so that's gonna be a definite smash. We're already 24 minutes in, I think I need to pick up the pace. Ash J. Williams. Ooh. He's got a metallic hand. I don't want that going anywhere near me. NGL. That would not fit. Maybe around my throat at best. But he can crack a pun though. If he makes you laugh, he's a keeper. So... he's also a bit on like the older scale, but not as terrible as Bill. You know what, Ash? He'd probably also have a lot of experience. He seems like the kind of guy that fucks. So yeah, sure. Ash, smash. Nancy Wheeler from Stranger Things, the acclaimed show on Netflix. Nancy is kind of way too skinny. She also seems like the kind of like weird nerd girl in class. I have no idea what she's actually like in the show. This is purely like based on the random vibe I get from her. But I think it's gonna be a pass for me, just out of pure lack of better knowledge. Steve is a definite smash. Have you heard his moans? Ah! He's also a hunk. He's a nice lad. He's well built. He's got a nice face. Probably kind of gives me the clumsy vibe, but also kind of like the... He's also giving off fuckboy vibes, but not as bad as Jake. With all things considered, Steve, smash. Steve Hannington. Yui Kimura. She's a biker girl, so that's kind of hot. So again, kind of the punk vibe, like the rebel vibe. Also, a strong, independent woman. She's the kind of girl who would drive you around and would fix her own car and, well, bike, I guess, because she's riding a bike. All in all, I don't like all these particular traits together. It's kind of cool, but it doesn't really appeal the typical Asian fantasy, I guess. She's also probably like dirty all the time from working on the bike. All in all, Yui Kimura, I think that's gonna be a pass from me. Now we're getting into the territory of characters that I forget the name of. Elodie Rakoto. No, you're Zarina Kasira. I jinx myself. Zarina literally gives you the strict teacher vibe that's also like not, like it's not strict in a kinky way, it's just like obnoxious. Design wise, not a huge fan. Just overall vibe and style, I don't know. She'd be like probably like overly serious as well during the deed. I think that has to be a pass, unfortunately, Zarina. This girl from The Thing with Pyramid Head. I'm blanking so hard on it. It's not Resident Evil, it's Silent Hill. Jesus Christ, there we go. And your name is...
Say my name.
I'm blanking. Unnamed girl from Silent Hill. She's got the short hair vibe. Also, I don't know if she's a natural blonde, but she looks cute. She's been through some trauma, I'd argue, based on what I've seen from Silent Hill. I've not played any of the Silent Hill games, but she definitely has been traumatized. So that would also probably be a somewhat impediment. She would have to be treated with a lot of care. Arguably, she also kind of gives off shy. Again, I have no clue about Silent Hill. I'm trying so hard to remember her name. This one is actually hard, because I would, you know, the meme Protect and Care. Like the side by side not and go versus Protect and Care. She's definitely on the Protect and Care side of things. Yeah, sure. I can fix her. I'm gonna go with the mentality of I can fix her. I can fix her trauma. Felix, instant smash. There's absolutely no argument to be made. Easiest smash of my life. Elodie Rakoto. She's sneaky. She's kind of nifty, kind of kinky. That being said, I'm not a huge fan of her looks. All in all, just the vibe she gives off. She's a hard to read person, I'd say. She doesn't give off any particular vibes. I do think, yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I think she's gonna be a pass. That's a pass from me, Chief. Yoonjin Lee, our first Korean character. She kind of gives off the entitled vibe, which I'm not a huge fan of. Again, she's kind of like the cool kids club kind of girl. She only hangs out with the chads, and I do think she'd also like probably suck in bed, to be honest. So yeah, I think that's gonna be a pass for Yoonjin. Jill from Resident Evil. Jill Valentine. She's hot. She's cool. She's strong. I think she'd be that kind of reliable GF. So yeah, definitely easy, hard smash. Yeah, I'd tap that. This guy's name is... Why am I blanking so hard on the names? Unnamed guy from Resident Evil. He's also kind of got the hot guy vibe. But he also gives off the... You think he's out of your league, but he probably is like very shy and is like afraid of talking to people. But he's also like a policeman, so he's kind of... That's also kind of cool in of itself. I think... I'm trying so hard to remember the name. I have to check. Leon, yeah. Leon. Yeah. My boy Leon. Also very cute name. You know, Leon would also be a hard smash. You cannot say no to Leon. I think you would be a fool to pass on that. Michaela Reed is kinda hot. Angel. She's kinda nerdy though. That's not actually in her case. That's kind of cute. She'd probably be the kind of girl who talks non-stop about Harry Potter. She does read books, so she's a smart girl. Michaela, yeah, definite smash. I think this amazes no one. Jonah Vasquez. Ooh, he's also kind of the... he's giving me Guy Fieri vibes. And as much of a meme Guy Fieri is, would you smash Guy Fieri? I don't think you would. Not really my vibe. That's gonna be a pass for me. This guy. Your name is Yoichi something. He's hot. He's pretty hot for an... I mean, most Asian dudes are kind of hot. NGL. He kind of seems like the silent guy. Like he does also seem like a good listener though. So being the silent type, not that bad for him. Yeah. No further ado, that's gonna be a smash. Hadi Kaur. I have no idea how to pronounce her name. Hadi is also in the Tig realm, along with Jane. But compared to Jane, I don't know, she's kind of she's a sugar mommy, but she's the kind of sugar mommy that dyes her hair and is trying to be hip with the youngsters, but it's kind of cringe all in all. I don't know, I don't like her a lot. NGL, I don't like her design. Hedy is gonna be a pass from me. We're gonna have to pick things up. Your name, Ada Wong. She's famous. You've seen her countless times on cultured websites. Ada Wong, absolute smash. She's hot, she's cool, she's got everything you'd ever want. You have to be crazy to pass on Ada Wong. And lastly, last but not least, for the Survivor side, Rebecca Chambers. She's cute. I feel like she'd also be kind of shy, but also kind of kinky. Like that kind of duo, that kind of vibe. You know, yeah, I'd argue she's also a smash. Undeniably so. And that concludes Survivors. Killers. The Trapper. His name is Evan Macmillan. I won't know their actual names for all of them. Evan, he is definitely into BDSM and like some of the like more rough, like gory stuff.
They're deep, dark fantasies.
Not a huge fan at all. Also, he'd just be into rough stuff in general. He is well built, I'll give him that. But he's also like not very appealing looking. He's got a lot of scars and stuff. Not my cup of tea, unfortunately. That's gonna be a pass for Mr. Evan. Filippo Jomo, the Wraith. I don't really know how he looks like, but some cosplay is kinda... We're gonna get into a lot of cosplay now with the Killers, I guess. He's got the ding dong. That's a thing, right? I don't know. He's also like some surprise fun would also be kinda cool. He also seems like, based on his backstory as well, he seems like a nice guy, so even though he had some unfortunate stuff in his past, yeah, you know what? I think Philip deserves some good time. So that's gonna be a smash for the Rave. Hillbilly though, oh boy, getting back to Florida. Who did I call Florida Man? Was it Jeff? I think I called Jeff Florida Man. Well, Hillbilly is definitely Florida Man, and you don't want that. There's this very common rule, and that's don't stick your dick in crazy, so no thank you. Hillbilly will be a pass. He's also kinda ugly. I'm sorry, Billy, it had to be said, you're kinda ugly. The nurse! I actually knew her name. She's kind of based on her, well, we can't really base her on the other skins, but knowing how she looks from the other skins, because she would look the same underneath the robes, she's kinda hot. Again, the same rule with crazy, she's hella crazy, she'd probably choke you out and leave you there. I do like her feet though. Recently I've gotten into feet, and she's got very pretty feet. But again, just going by the crazy rule, I think this has to be a pass. Now Myers. Oh boy, I need to take a big sip for Myers. Myers, Shirtless Myers as well. Whew, sheesh, man. He's also crazy. All of the killers are crazy, arguably. But for him, it's kinda hot, dude. Like, he'd be like, no noise, no nothing, just go at it. And it would be very hot. Yeah, Myers, easy smash. And he'd just be gone the next day. You'd never see him again. Yeah, unless you're his little obsession, in which case he'd probably kill you. The hag is disgusting, dirty. Based on her animation, she's into war. Based on her Mori animation, she's into war. I very much value my life and my limbs and my everything, so that's gonna have to be a pass for me. Oh, the doctor though. Ooh, now we're getting into the kinky stuff. Zapping is cool. Can be, you know, like a little zap, a little tease. If he randomly starts laughing, that's kind of weird and kind of a turn off, I'd say. Kind of a mood swing. But if you just take it as like purely kink-wise, sure. Yeah, sure, I'd say the doctor is a smash, why not? The Huntress, oh, we're getting into amazing territory. Once again, thick, very thick. She's also mature, which, well, most of the killers are. But it's like, you know what I mean.
Yeah, boy.
She's strong as well, very hot, all in all. I have to go with smash. Easy smash, actually. Baba. Oh boy. Where do I begin with this? Just from the get-go, hard pass. Yeah. I get shivers just looking at him. And not in a good way. I just have a disgust. Yeah, he'd literally be that filthy neckbeard who takes you to his basement. Pun intended, because he camps people in the basement. No. Hard pass. Baba, I'm sorry. So actually, sorry, not sorry. Fuck that guy. Not literally. Freddy Krueger. If he didn't have like the burn mark looking things all over his body, like the Deadpool vibe, I'd tap, I'd smash. But not appealing. And just the fedora is not a good look. My guy, you have to change it. So that's gonna be a pass for Freddy as well. Amanda Young, let's go, Miss Piggy. You have to. She's so cute and sweet and can jump scare you sometimes, which is also kind of funny and quirky, I guess. I don't know. I just am so biased towards Piggy. I love Amanda Young, and the stun noises are very hot. Very cute squeaks. So yeah, hard smash. Actually, arguably one of the easiest smashes I've given out today. Clown. No fat shaming. You don't want to tap a clown. Honestly, you do not want a piece of that. In all honesty, he's also kinda zany in not a good way. He's kinda whack, kinda crazy. That's gonna be a pass. That's gonna be a pretty easy pass. Now the Spirit. Ooh. The Spirit is a controversial one because arguably she's hot. Arguably she's already basically naked. But she's also like disjointed. She's literally like kinda dead, so it would also be necrophilia, which is disgusting. She's also like, she screams a lot. As much as this might surprise people, I'm gonna have to say pass, really, on the Spirit. The Legion. Frank, Julie, Susan, I don't know if there's anyone else. Honestly, if you go into the mentality that it's multiple people, that it's a foursome, definitely, yeah. 100%. I'm down. I'm down bad. And sure, it can be like a masked play. Why not? Some more cosplay. Vommy Mommy. I don't actually know her real name. She's the Plague. That's what she's called. Kinda disgusting. NGL, not into vomit play. I don't know if that's a real thing. She's also got half her face burnt or something. Not very appealing. She's also like 5,000 years old, so also kind of a turn off. So yeah, that's also gonna be a pass. Ghostface. Out of sheer memes, just because my catchphrase is "What's up?" I feel like I have to say smash. You never know what's under the hood, to be honest. Although he is kind of the creep vibe, like the stalker, he'd literally stalk you. Kind of goes the same with Mars, but it is Mars, you know he's hot. No, he's just nah. It's also gonna be a pass. Demogorgon though, ooh boy. Again, from the Stranger Things franchise. Honestly, call me crazy. And even though I said, I believe about Jane Romero that she'd give the best head, I think Demogorgon would give the best head. Don't take it out of context. I mean, there's no context. This is literally the context. It's whack. I'm into beast play. NGL, that's kind of hot. I would. I'm ashamed. I'm not ashamed. Oni, he's just built different. He's got a strong build, that's for sure. He's also kind of old though. I think he's like also kind of a weird monster entity. So he definitely would probably be older than Bill. He'd probably just throw me all over it. He'd leave me unconscious. Not a huge fan. It's a shame, I know, but I think that's also gonna be a pass. Plus, I hate him as a character in DBD. Deathslinger, whose name literally should be the Gunslinger, but they call him the Deathslinger, which is kind of cringe. I don't know what's up with him. He literally looks like a corpse. I don't know if he's been like resurrected from the dead. He'd also be probably very filthy as well, considering he's from the Wild West kind of vibe. No. Again, that's gonna have to be a pass, unfortunately. Pyramid Head, our thick boy, who has been unfortunately nerfed, is I think Pyramid Head just goes into the Mars category. They're both like, you know, you're gonna die afterwards, but it's gonna be the best day ever. So yeah, that's gonna be a smash. Even just for the memes, even for the lulz, it has to be a smash. Blight. Blight's resting face looks like he's receiving constant head. So I don't know how to feel about that. He's also got this like weird contamination thingy. I don't know. He's got like needles. I also don't like needles. And he's a monster, but he's not like Demogorgon kind of monster. He's just like a scary monster, like a weird guy. So yeah. And he's too humanoid as well. So he's not even like full monster. That's gonna have to be a pass for Blight. The twins, if the baby is involved, it's a pass. I'm legally obligated to say that it is a pass. And even if it would be just the main lass, I don't know her lore. Is she literally from like old England? Cause she looks ugly as fuck. I don't want to be rude, but god, dude. Yeah, no. All in all, and she's got this like weird hole in her body. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a pass from me. Trickster. Ooh boy, I'm gonna anger so many Trickster fans with this one. I don't like him. I've memed him so much. I have no problem with fanboys. I am a fanboy enjoyer, but Trickster just none of my cup of tea. I can see why people fangirl or fanboy over him. I am a friend of mine, and actually, I'm just gonna call him out. My moderator is a huge fan of Trickster. I just don't see the appeal. He's just nah. He's like too full of himself. He's like the diva of his own show. I don't like that. Based on that, I'm gonna say pass. Yeah, it has to be a pass. Nemesis though, he's big, he's strong, he's got tentacles, he's kind of a monster. I'm ashamed. This one I am ashamed to say that this is an easy smash. I did not have to think much about this one. NGL. The Cenobite, and we're actually getting close to... Yeah, it's been an hour, oh my god. I do find BDSM not a... Light BDSM is fine, it's hot. Extreme BDSM, too much for me, first of all. Second of all, if I were to be the one in the act, the one bound, I do not like being restrained. I do not having freedom of movement. So based on that, also he's got a lot of needles. It's a pretty easy pass. Maybe in another world would be a better match for some other people. Me personally, pass. The artist, whose name I also do not know. The artist is weird. I don't like crows being there during the deed. She's also kind of a lanky GF. So basically I'm not a huge fan of the proportions. She's like way too like... She dominates me in size like way too much. And all in all, she's kinda goth, which is kinda hot. But all in all, artist, it's gonna be a pass. Not a huge fan of bestiality. You are Sadako, also known as the Onryo from The Ring. She's hot. I've seen so much content, so much cultured content of Sadako that I've just been like, my mind has been rewired into liking Sadako as a character overall. Okay, bias aside though, she is skinny. She's literally only wearing that white long shirt, so that's also kind of hot. The fact that she comes out of the TV is also kind of a neat trick. I'd say this is an easy smash, yeah, without a doubt. The Dredge he's a monster. He's just doesn't have that. He doesn't have the potential of either Demogorgon or Nemesis. That is true. That is hard facts. With the fact in mind that he's also literally meant to spook you, scare you shit. He'd literally be like sleep paralysis demon. Would you tap that? Probably not. He's ugly, he's weird, he's misshaped. You don't even know if he's compatible with either gender, so arguably, based on everything, it's just a pretty easy pass, I'd say. And last but not least, Wesker, the newest killer, also from Resident Evil. He's hot. I don't know what's up with him, but he's cool. He's giving me Ace vibes. I don't know, dude. There's something about people with shades that make them so cool. Like their coolness factor is increased tenfold if they're wearing shades. He's also like well built. He is arguably, based on his animations and ability, he is into choking. Yeah, I'd say. I think he's gonna be a smash. Yeah. This is... I did not expect it to look like this. Some of the picks I definitely predicted. I'd say most of the Smash picks. Well, not most, but at least half of them I predicted they would end up like this. A lot of the past picks, now that I actually had some time to think about them, were rightfully chosen, so... And... I don't know why I did this. This was it was funny. It was fun to do though. NGL, it was a nice change of pace. All in all, I don't regret sharing my thoughts. I definitely love to hear your thoughts on the smash or pass tier list for Dead by Daylight. I will probably leave for those of you watching on YouTube, I'll probably leave the link in the description for the tier list. And yeah, this has been it for the day. I've nothing more to say. There's a lot of good content. There's a lot of good characters in DBD. NGL. I'm surprised that there were actually so many in the Smash category. Going in this, I knew that there were gonna be some hard characters, but good picks. And again, this is subjective, so maybe your list is gonna look completely different. Maybe you're gonna rank, I don't know. I mean, obviously the Trickster probably will be in the Smash category for a lot of people. I don't know. Maybe you're just gonna rank them different. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this weird kind of content, and I probably might make some more with some other. I was wanting to do this for a long while. I just didn't know what game to do it with. I'm happy I did it with DBD. Probably gonna. I don't want to spoil it. Might probably do it with World of Warcraft. There might actually be already an existing one. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, until next time, stay strong and bye-bye.